Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYNT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, the search continues for a convicted murderer accused of killing again. Police say Nicholas Rucker killed his girlfriend, Vicki Connor, 3 weeks ago. As WYNT's Phil Pendleton tells us, family members are hoping a reward will lead to new information and an arrest.
Nicholas Rucker has eluded authorities for about 3 weeks now. The last spotting of him was south of here in Tennessee. But Kentucky State Police tell me they cannot confirm that was actually Nicholas Rucker. Now, Rucker is a suspect in the murder of Vicki Connor, his girlfriend. She was found dead in a home about 3 weeks ago. And since then, Nicholas Rucker, the suspect, has been on the run. Vicki Connor's family says they are very concerned, not only for their safety, but for the safety of this community. And now they are trying to raise money for a $10,000 reward that'll be given to whoever helps police capture him. Kentucky State Police say they do not know if Rucker is still in this area or if he has fled this area, but they do tell me that if someone is caught giving him help, helping him stay hidden, they will face charges. In Corbin, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Williamsburg and Corbin police, along with the Whitley County Sheriff's Office, are helping state police in the search for Rucker. A recent theft in Pike County has one family feeling unsafe. Shelley McGuire says her family noticed a break-in at their Greasy Creek home Friday and is now hoping for help to get back what was stolen. A four-wheeler and a gun were both taken from the home after someone cut the power and broke in through the back door. McGuire says this has changed the way she views her childhood community.
It was a great place to live. We rode our bicycles. We walked up and down the road. I walked with my friends. I walked to my friend's house every day, even at dark. It wasn't like it is now. It's really sad.
McGuire says the theft is under investigation by Kentucky State Police. She and her family are offering a $500 reward for information leading to the return of the items.
And those clouds have sadly returned. Scattered rain chances also returning as well. Going to be pretty soggy as we head into those overnight hours. You'll notice as we take a look at a few of those cameras, especially UVA wise, where you guys have seen a little bit more rain than most today. We've seen some showers move in a little bit earlier ahead of that front. Looking into Whitesburg, you guys are also seeing that rain. You can see the roads are a little bit wet over there. Already seeing some scattered chances. You'll notice those really down to the south and to the east. Those were moved in a little bit earlier this morning. And then as we look, we are seeing those scattered rain chances now out ahead of that cold front. So scanning the skies now, you'll notice those scattered rain chances. You're seeing those over into parts of Pike County, even for our friends over into Virginia and over into West Virginia, and then even some scattered chances. You're seeing a little bit of a pop-up storm of Pulaski moving into Laurel County here soon. So those temperatures not too bad outside, upper 60s, lower 70s, a little bit cooler over there in Wise at 63 degrees. We'll continue to see those temperatures drop as that cold front moves through, but it's those rain chances that are really going to start to increase. Scattered showers and storms as we head into the rest of the evening and even into those overnight hours. Could be pretty soggy at times as that cold front does continue to push through the mountains. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes. Steve.
All right, Paige, thank you. Mine safety crews are back on the turf at Hazard High School for the annual Band of Gold Mine Safety Competition. This year features teams from as far away as Alabama working to solve a tough problem. WYMT's Will Puckett has more.
Hey, how you feel?
That is the sound of problem solving, echoing through the air.
Time consuming, where we got held up a little bit on some time consuming, on their ventilation and stuff and everything, pumping water and stuff. But
mine safety competitions like this one can possibly mean the difference between life and death.
You're sitting and thinking about all the families and stuff and, and everything that you have to try to go in and do your best to try to help get the families out, to get them back to their families safe as possible.
Mining is difficult, and everyone knows that. But as mining declines further and further, the jobs these men are tasked with doing becomes more and more vital.
As companies have dropped off, some of the bigger companies that had their own teams are no longer around. I think we have about 24 teams in the entire state now, whereas we used to have 70 or 80 several years ago.
It is a decline that creates more headaches because strength in numbers is important when it comes to saving the lives of people stuck in mines.
In 2010, Upper Big Branch, we required more than 30 mine rescue teams.
More than a quarter of 100 teams working and coordinating together.
It's a family, mine rescue is. These guys talk to each other all the time. They compete against each other, but they're also best friends.
Because when called upon to save a life, they're all on the same team. In Hazard, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
The competition there at Hazard High School wraps up tomorrow. Following Jon Stewart's impassioned speech on Capitol Hill yesterday, lawmakers approved a House bill providing additional funding for the September 11th Victims Compensation Fund until 2090. The bill passed without any opposition. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler made these remarks following the vote.
I refuse to accept that the lives of some responders and survivors are worth more than others. Every sick responder and survivor should be treated with the same dignity and compassion. And all responders and survivors, whether they got sick in 2015 or will get sick in 2025 or 2035, should be properly compensated. Congress must act to make that happen.
President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden had a virtual meetup in Iowa yesterday as they both campaigned in the state. The president and Biden engaged in a verbal slugfest as they made their pitches to voters who will not be casting ballots, of course, until next year.
Well, I heard Biden, who's a loser. I mean, look, Joe never got more than 1%, except Obama took him off the trash heap, and now it looks like he's failing.
Apparently, he had my speech on an Air Force One. I guess he's really fascinated with me.
CBS News has learned polling conducted by the Trump campaign shows the president trailing the former vice president in several key states, including Iowa. The president is calling the results, quote, fake news. More than 100 people gathered outside of Pulse nightclub in Ohio at 2:02 this morning, the exact moment 3 years ago that the first shot rang out in a mass shooting. Omar Mateen shot and killed 49 people and injured more than 50 others on June 12, 2016, claiming allegiance to ISIS. But today, just like the previous years, there were acts of kindness and strangers leaning on each other.
It's wonderful that our angels are being remembered because they deserve to be remembered, and we will never forget them.
Lawmakers in Florida are proposing plans to have Pulse designated as a national memorial, classifying it as part of the national park system. If the bill goes through, it would allow the local nonprofit One Pulse Foundation to retain control of construction. A temporary memorial is already open at the club, with the foundation aiming to start building a permanent site by 2021. We have a recall alert we need to tell you about. Ford has issued a recall for more than 1 million Explorers. The company says the SUVs from model years 2011 through 2017 may have suspension problems. Ford says one customer reported hitting a curb due to the issue, but the car maker is not aware of any related injuries. It will spend around $180 million to fix the problem at no cost to owners. Head over to Wall Street now this Wednesday afternoon. The Dow closes down today, down more than 43 points. Are you looking to donate blood? Facebook wants to help you register so you will be notified when a city near you is in need. Health experts say every 2 seconds in the United States a patient is in need of blood, but the American Red Cross says only 3% of people who can give blood do so. Cheryl Sandberg believes Facebook is uniquely able to help.
We're going to put a notice right at the top of Newsfeed asking people to register if they want to. And if you register with our partners like the American Red Cross, if there's a need for blood in your city, they're going to be able to notify you.
This is something Facebook has already done in 4 other countries. More than 35 million people in those countries signed up as blood donors.
It's been 25 years since the trial of the century. I'm Chris Martinez with a look at how the O.J. Simpson case changed the nation.
And those showers and storms move in this evening, but when does that sunshine return? I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up.